Good evening and welcome to the pre-show of Mystic and Severe on CKCOFM, the broadcast title being Mondo Movie Mysticism, the April 15th broadcast. So, it's playing tonight, but when tonight turns into tomorrow at midnight. Midnight to 2. It's good. It's a good show, and I hope you listen to it now, live, later, whatever. On YouTube, when the clips come out. If anything that I say sounds cool, that means a lot to me. And I hope you, consider subbing to this channel, as well as following me on Twitter, where I'm the movie_mystic. On Instagram, I'm Movie Mystic 2021. And you can join the Facebook group. It's Mystic and Severe on CKCOFM. And, yeah, of course, on Letterboxd, you can read the reviews, which I'm going to be putting up after this. As soon as this broadcast, this little stream is done, this pre-show stream, I'm going to put up the reviews for this broadcast. I got 7 reviews. I got Shaolin vs. Llama, The Green Dragon Inn, Death Duel of the Mantis. Of course, I'm doing the Wu-Tang Collection reviews. That's a great YouTube channel for you to check. Even though they don't need my promotion, they've got like over 2.5 million subs, I believe. Over 2 million subs, at least. So they're crushing it. And then I'm going to put on my review for The Marksman, a cool Liam Neeson movie. Cool, not perfect. Liam Neeson movie. Liam Neeson as a rancher is a thing. I have a hard time with. But those are sort of the isolated reviews, and then my other 3 reviews are attached to my other 3 reviews are attached to interviews. And, of course, this broadcast is notably not South by Southwest focused. It's back to the Berlinale. And other stuff. So it's like 2 are for the Berlinale, and then 2 are other things, and then nothing is South by Southwest. But next broadcast, there's going to be 2 South by Southwest. The one after that, there'll be 3. And then there'll be 2. So it's going to go into May. My cutoff is like the last broadcast in May. So that's like, should have looked it up now. That is May 27th. So May 27th, I had to get it all in by then. So I can only take this one little pause. They want the coverage. South by wants the coverage by June, which is understandable. But for me, I drip it out. And it's not like a slight to anyone. It's just like I get a lot of material, and I only have so much airtime, so I have to drip it out. And some people get a little cheese, but hey, there's really nothing I can do about that. It is what it is. Sorry, but not sorry. They all get out. All the interviews get out. So, anyways, enough apologizing. Let's talk about this. So, the first hour we hear from Ottawa Canadian Film Festival media relations person. I wrote Kingston Canadian Film Festival. I was a little confused. I made a mistake. My bad. I apologize, Catherine. Her name is Catherine Horsley. And like me, she did film studies at Carleton. And it's kind of cool to, bump paths with someone who studied what you studied for undergrad and see that they're doing stuff in the film industry. That's very cool. She's doing her thing. I'm doing me. What the hell does anyone do with a film studies degree from Carleton? It's amazing any of us do anything with it. So it's great that I'm kidding to an extent, but it was encouraging to see that a young lady was able to get on the board of directors for the Ottawa Canadian Film Festival. That's great. Good for her. And then the first hour is like non-Berlinale, and then sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. How great is the name of this broadcast? Mondo Movie Mysticism. Returning to Berlinale coverage and other special guests. That's how I say it every time. To when I'm at my job, I'll say, "Hey, you want to know the name of the new broadcast?" And people say, "Sure," and I say, "Mondo Movie Mysticism." I will not apologize. It's hilarious. And the image attached to this broadcast is from a Blu-ray that is like a double bill Blu-ray, Mondo Freudo and Mondo Bizarro, and they're both Mondo Canes. Now, I don't know what cane means, like, in Latin. Like, what... I can't, like, define what that genre means in English. But I do know what Mondo means. It means kind of, like, wonderful, terrific, fantastic, like, the greats. Like, the Mondo Justin Trudeau, or whatever. Right? The Mondo Donald Trump. The Mondo Bernie Sanders. You know, like, the great one, the magnificent one. Like the one you, it's obviously it's like a little BS term, but it's old school. It's Latin, right? It's super old school, and it's kind of fun. The Mondo Canes are the original shockumentaries and everything, and you know they're always not narrated by dudes like George Sanders or Boris Karloff, and they show like you know hookers in Tijuana and or you know. Berlin Nazi subcultures, and like they show like basically occult rituals and the sex trade internationally, and then narrated by like crusty old dudes. And yeah, I don't know. It seemed I don't know. I was gonna do make this like a full Berlinale, like get rid of all my stuff because I have two more Berlinale interviews after this, and it was gonna be called Mondo Berlinale, but every now and then I like to get a broadcast title that like gets to the essence of what I'm trying to do with this show, like the formula set up. And so, you know, I'm the movie mystic, mystic and severe, movie mysticism, so I'm on the movie mysticism. I think it's a great title. What do you think? You can hit me up in the comments. Come on, say something in the comments. Don't be shy, guys. But then so we started the show off with I'll get to the tracks later, but we started off the show talking to Catherine, and then we hear about The Marksman, right, the Liam Neeson movie, and then we shift gears to Concrete Cowboy, which is a movie that played at TIFF last year, and I remember going on the TIFF website and just seeing this picture of for Concrete Cowboy of Idris Elba riding a horse, and I was like, what the heck is this, man? And lo and behold, I get an email in March saying, "Hey, you want to interview the composer of that weird movie?" I say, "Heck yes, of course I do." And so I talked to Kevin Matley about that film, which is on Netflix right now, Concrete Cowboy. So you can peep that right now. It's got Idris Elba, Method Man. It's like a little mini Wire reunion. And then, so that's that. That's like the first hour. You get two reviews, two cool interviews, and the Wu-Tang, four cool reviews. You get the Wu-Tang Collection reviews after Kevin, and you get three tracks. So that's the first hour. And then the second hour, we hop in, the tracks are like way more old school and European, and then we hop in with Karen Tellis, and she's got a great Brazilian miniseries called The Last Days of Gilda, which I hope you enjoy hearing about. I really enjoyed watching it. It's kind of funny because it's a miniseries. It's 4 episodes, but each episode's like half an hour, so it's basically like a movie chopped up. But yeah, it's cool. It kind of reminded me of a Fassbender thing, so that's why I played the Marriage of Maria Braun music before. Anyways, and I feel like I've played that music before, but I will not apologize because it is fitting in this case. And then the show concludes with my final guest, whose name I have a very hard time pronouncing. Sorry, he's from Belarus, and his name's Alexei Paluin. And I say that name with more ease every time, but I feel like I'm still butchering it every time. Anyways, so he did a documentary called Courage, which is all about democracy in Belarus. And like, if you're like me, you know nothing about Belarus, this is interesting. I wasn't aware it was so like authoritarian over there. But, you know, it kind of sort of is, and that's what that is. Yeah. And then let's talk about the tracks now, and then I'm going to split. So we get a track from The Void, which is like the first track is right before Catherine's interview, and I thought that made sense because that's the CanCon, you know. I don't know. It's like I don't think she's seen The Void. I don't think she would like The Void, but it's just like the weird ambient horror soundtrack vibe thing that I like on the show, and it's Canadian, and that's kind of all the reason I have right there, and I think that's good enough. I think it's strong reasoning, even though it seemed a little thin. And then for Kevin, so I play a song by Johnny Cash actually, which is so it's not a score, it's not a film score, but it was in the movie Jackie Brown. The song's called Tennessee Stud, and I always liked when they played it in the movie because it's like a live version of the song, so you kind of hear these like cheering cowboys or hillbillies or whatever. So I don't know. I thought it was cool. Because it goes the Marksman review, which is Liam Neeson is an Arizona rancher. Then we hear Tennessee Stud, and then we hear my review of Concrete Cowboy, and then we get Kevin. So, yeah, no, it's sort of the rural thing I was going for that. And so then I do like a huge RIP for DMX, actually. I didn't know going into this. Well, first of all, obviously I didn't know a week ago he was going to die, you know. And I am a big DMX fan. You know, I remember him, his music videos, and enjoying his career. You know, I'm not going to embellish how much I like him, but like, you know, I'm a DMX fan, and I saw the movie Exit Wounds in the big screen when I was like in grade 8, whenever it came out, like in 2001, 2002. I remember seeing it in the movie theaters with a friend or two, and you know, was it a movie that I revisited like 30 times over the years? No. But was it an entertaining night? Yes, and I remember it. So I went for Exit Wounds before the Wu-Tang Collection reviews because, you know, Wu-Tang Collection, Wu-Tang Clan, of course, the correlation with the rap guy stuff. And also Steven Seagal's in that movie. So, you know, Kung Fu guy Steven Seagal. So that makes sense. And then before the Karen interview, I played the Mary J. Braun suite from it. It's great music. It's fun. And I even tell you that the show Last Days of Gilda reminds me of a Fassbender thing. No, more like Berlin Alexanderplatz. But I've played that a lot of music from that already. And I'm pretty sure I've done this too. But hey, screw it. Whatever. It's hard to find Fassbender music on YouTube. It really is. The options are limited, bro. And I think it'll probably stay that way, to be honest. And then, this is interesting. I play a song called The Battle of Ice by a film composer who I did not know before all this. And this track is legitimately very good. It's by a composer named Sergei Prokofiev. Of course I can't say these things properly. And the song's called Battle of Ice. It's from a film called Alexander Nevsky by Sergei Eisenstein. So I actually am an Eisenstein fan. Not to embellish, you know, my credentials in this category, but I like Russian montage. I like The Man with the Movie Camera and Strike and Battleship Potemkin. And this came later. The montage thing's like really like a 1920s thing. And I've been saying this forever. It's one of these things it's always in my head, and I haven't acted on as of yet. But I'll tell you, my loving audience on YouTube, that I really want to read Eisenstein's books on like montage. And even though it's like outdated, by a long shot, it's just like his like love letter to Griffith and cinema, D.W. Griffith that is, and why he thinks montage is like the best thing in the world. So there you go. And what's cool about this song is it's like really like a classical musical joint. It doesn't sound like movie music at all. It sounds like, you know, it's well. I've played stuff like Penderecki and Ligeti and like classical composers whose music was used for film, but like this guy is like a film composer and he sounds like one of those dudes. So that's fun. And then finally, I had this little fun segment which I call Jackie Brown versus Exit Wounds, because I played one track from Jackie Brown, then one from Exit Wounds, one more from Jackie Brown, and then one more from Exit Wounds. So the first one is "Who Is He and What Is He to You?" in brackets by Bill Withers, and I just always dug that song. It's just like a cool song that they play at the bar while Samuel Jackson and De Niro are posted up. And no, it's not film score or anything. It's just a great song. Then next is "No Sunshine" by DMX, which is beautiful. Beautiful song. I always felt DMX to be a very soulful guy. Like, apparently he was a very spiritual guy. And he's got a big heart, and you can hear that in this song. And then I play the Delphonics, which I'm so excited that I did. Didn't I Blow Your Mind this time? Now, this is a great scene in Jackie Brown where Robert Forster is handing it out at Pam Grier's spot. And it's just so cute. And, you know, it's all about that middle-aged love, and it's just so... and the Delphonics are great because, like, you know, this is all kind of... It's all, like, you know, African-American stuff. And Ghostface Killah, who is another rapper I'm a big fan of, would just, like, not even sample the Delphonics. He will just rap over a Delphonics song. Just take off the vocals, and he'll rap over the instrumentals. And it's, you can hear that on the Pretty Tony album. On the song Holla, I'm sorry, I'm thinking on the spot, but it's like, yeah, no, it's not this song. It's not this song that he samples, but it sounds just like this. So I don't know. That's where I'm going with this. I don't know. This thoughts not come together very well. I apologize. And then finally, I play "Gangsta Tears," a very forgettable song by Nas, but it is Nas. You know, Grammy winner Nas. Finally, he wins a Grammy, and it's from Exit Wounds. So it's a fun broadcast. Mondo Movie Mysticism. The next broadcast title: South by Southwest Goes to Hell. Ooh, get excited for that one. And then I've got I have some titles I'm testing in my mind for May, but none of them are concrete. But the next broadcast on April 29th, I believe, it's definitely going to be called South by Southwest Goes to Hell, and that's SXSW Goes to Hell. And I'll have like a picture of Jason for that. But that's all I want to say about that. This is a cool broadcast. I hope you enjoy. Catherine Horsley, Kevin Matley, Karen Tellis, and a guy from Belarus, as well as a Liam Neeson review and reviews of Wu-Tang Collection, Kung Fu Movie, Shaolin vs. Llama, The Green Dragon Inn, and Death Duel the Mantis. Peace, guys! The link for the broadcast is in the description below, or you can listen to it live at midnight. Either way, I hope you peep some of this stuff and you sub to this channel. Be well!